So if you've watched my videos, you know I'm a big believer in coming back to bottles either that you've had before and didn't like, or bottles that you have now open that you've had sitting around for a while, maybe didn't like initially, coming back to them maybe when they're halfway done, them sitting around a while. I'm a big believer in that, and in many cases, I like them better if they've been sitting around, or I come back to them the second time. Sometimes not. But then there are some bottles where you may like them better when you come back to them, not even the second time, but like you have a bottle open the first time, didn't like it initially, and you do come back to it, but you know it's not going to be a rebuy. You just know it. And this is one of those for me. Jefferson's Ocean Aged at Sea Voyage 30, cask strength, single barrel from New Jersey Barrel Club, straight bourbon whiskey, 116.2 proof. So this bottle is halfway down. I've had it for a while. It's halfway down, but again, I've had it for some time, and I come back to it every now and then. And I will say, definitely, that I do think this is better than when I opened it. No doubt about it. At the same time, I'll also say, another positive, that this is the best of the Jeffersons that I purchased. The first Jeffersons is their flagship, whatever that is, the small batch or whatever that is, and then the other one is the one just right above it, whether they're very aged or very small batch or whatever that is. The first one I had in the airport is a pour, overpriced, not that good. The bottles, just not impressive. And then this one, I was always curious about the Ocean Age. This review was done some time ago. It's a little bit of a gimmick. At the same time, there's something interesting about it where they have these barrels at sea, aged at least 4 years, and then they take them on these ships, around the world to different ports, hot areas, cold areas, agitation in the bottle, the sea air, the whole thing. It's a little gimmicky, but it's a little interesting. But the bottom line is that I just don't, really see a great, effect, influence, improvement, or something like that. So after all that, and then the other factor is that I don't think that these bottles are that well priced. And I think they're a little pricey for what they are, especially the small batch. The very small batch, they're not cheap. This is not inexpensive. Yes, it's cask strength. I probably would have to say, even though I have not had the Ocean, this is the only Oceans I've ever had. I didn't have the 90 proof. I'm sure that I would like this better than the 90 proof. The price isn't even that different. So there's a few positives. You would say, Jeff, well, it sounds good. Why don't you buy? It's just I had to get through this point to get to this point. Meaning that this long, halfway down, to say I like it a little better. It's just not something that's clicking with me. I don't think these are cheap. I don't think that they're that well priced. It's just not something that I'm going to buy again. I've been told some people, well, maybe there's certain specific ones. I know some of them have different finishes. So basically, just to sum up, it's one of these where it definitely is a little bit better than I opened it. It's opened up some, but it's just not either a bottle or really just a brand that I want to come back to. I don't like to knock on a brand. Don't want to generalize because there could be something else maybe specifically that comes out, a new release, or maybe something I haven't tried, but I just don't think that this is something I'm going to, spend the money for again. Any of these Ocean Aged, either at the 90 or so proof or the cask strength, and certainly the we'll call it the flagship and the one right above it. That's definitely, it's not going to be a rebuy for me. But do this one more taste. Cheers. Definitely an improvement. Definitely enjoying this better. We'll finish this bottle at some point. Just not going to be a rebuy. Cheers.